Good?
Hey, no, we're not good because it's pointed at me. All right, go ahead.
So some of you guys may have seen last weekend we were out in the Harrisburg area searching for Joel Moore. Joel went missing back in March of 2010. This is a case that jump-started kind of Jacob's getting into Sonar. This is the first case that he worked on, so it does kind of have a special place for Jacob. He also knew Joel. They were acquaintances. They kind of ran. Some of their friends had the same circle, that kind of thing. So when we were here last week, we had attempted to search this pond. Unfortunately, at that time, the little buddy had a bad battery. After Jacob went through, checked the connections, everything, the battery was beyond dead. So he was able to switch out the battery, figure out the problem, and we are back today like we had promised you guys that we were going to get this searched. After this, depending on time, we're going to see where we're at and hopefully go search some additional spots with some new information that we found out. So with that being said, we're going to get in the water here. We do have a few people here with us. We have Eric again with us, Ride or Dive. Garrett and Jarrett, most of you guys know them. And then Brad and Jen, you guys, some of our OG members obviously will remember Brad from some of our beginning searches when I started working with Jacob. But Jacob has known Brad and Jen, I'm so sorry, for a very long time. So, but with all that being said, we're gonna go ahead and get in the water. Jacob's gonna be using the little buddy today. I'll be watching everything through my phone. We're also recording everything on the Apex. So anything that's out of my reach with our Bluetooth transmitter, we still will be able to review and go back as soon as we get it out of the water. So
Ringo's here, David Carlisle's here, Leslie, everybody's here. Thank you so much for showing up. You can just tell us what they're saying and I'll try to answer. You can stand by Lindsay so you can hear on the mic. You want me to take that first, or you want?
Also, if you guys, so I'm wearing a mic today and Eric is wearing a mic. Jacob is not. Hopefully you guys will be able to hear him. If you can't for any reason, just let us know. We'll try to get closer to him. We'll repeat what he said for you guys. It is very windy out here today, so you guys may get some wind noise. There's nothing I can do about that. I can't turn the wind off. It's one of the superpowers I don't have. So please just bear with us when it comes to the wind. You guys can see the ripples that are going across this pond. So again, they're getting a little buddy in right now. And we'll get as much as this scanned as we possibly can.
Got it. Where is this one, dude?
This is one of the local... This is one of the... Yeah, Jacob just got wet. Is it cold?
Woo!
That was one of the questions. Is the water cold?
Yeah.
Eric, don't go too far. Let it circle so I can get a signal.
Oh yeah. Gosh. I didn't step on a rock. I stepped in the lime. And
You're good.
You got a good signal?
Yeah, we're good. So we are in Harrisburg. Joel went missing from this area. I believe he lived out towards Galatia. His parents lived in the Pittsburgh area. But he went to school in Harrisburg. Brad, am I right on that? Yeah, so he went to school in Harrisburg.
I had art class with him.
Jacob had art class with him. So again, this is just one of the local body of water.
There's actually a button. I'll show you. Actually, no. Just go ahead and just turn it because it's not gonna work right. You just have to counter react it. I've got to mess with the yaw of it on the remote. It'll take me a little bit to redo it. So
I like that word, yeah.
You like the yaw word?
Yeah. Sorry.
So if there's anybody who's wondering how everything is going on the RV, everything is great. I got the floor put in. I've almost got the booth installed. We're just getting it painted now. Thank you all who has supported and who has donated towards that. You guys have been amazing. Like, we asked that you guys what we needed help with was like gift cards for this next trip. We got a whole bunch of food gift certificates, so thank you for that. That was on Amazon, so it's really going to help out. Keep them coming. That's amazing.
Eric, go back.
It just helps us out a lot. Hey, you know what? Why don't you just do that? I'll come
You
up
gonna go watch?
Yeah.
Straight over where I was, or?
Yeah. I think you're good. You can come back. That's what I was looking at.
Yeah,
But on the
it's-
other side.
There's a big old log on the side, yeah.
So it was on the other side, so.
Well, now that you're closer to Lindsay with the mic, I'll ask you this. With them pumping gravel dust in here, how much does that change? Does it change the bottom, or can you still see features?
Well, if you
Pretty
want to look
decent.
at it, you can still see a lot. That's what you've seen, Lindsay.
Yep. The first time I went over it, it gave me more of a square look, or, you know, versus like tree. But then when we went back over it that way, I was able to see tree.
Yeah, that's tree. So you can see a lot of detail on it. I mean,
So it kind of coats it, but not as thick.
I think with that rock dust, it's just going to go out and just boom, sink.
Sink down.
So I don't think we'll have that much issues. And with this, guys, yeah, we are getting a little bit of latency, but it's all being recorded. So
I don't even know where that pipe comes out at. If it still goes that way, or if it's just.
I think
it looks like it goes in and then goes completely out, like into it. Uh-oh.
We did get out past it last week, right?
Huh?
We got out past it last week, right?
I'd just do it all again.
Well, I'm saying we at least made it past where that pipe is.
Yeah.
See that, like right here? That's some type of pump or some type of something right there. It's not a vehicle.
So last week, for anybody who had watched last week, this is about where we lost our signal last week. It was actually the battery that was connected to the Apex. It was the battery that was running the sonar that went bad. So even though we've scanned some of this down in this area, we're doing it all again just to have one, you know, nice clear view of everything. Make sure we didn't miss anything at all. Eric's now going to kind of run down that shoreline. You know, he'll go as far as he can.
Go to the right a little bit, Eric. Stay off that quite a bit. It's pretty shallow there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So he's going to, you know, just run it down that way.
There you go.
Again, it is very windy out here today. So, you know, Eric's fighting that a little bit with controlling the little buddy. Some of you guys already remember there is a big black line that goes through here, and that is actually what they use to pump the rock dust into this. So that was something that Brad was asking about, like, is that going to affect what we see? For the most part, it's going to just kind of end up on top of whatever's down there, basically just like the sediment, the algae and all of that stuff. So even with Joel being missing for 14 years now, this is 2024, for 14 years now, we should still be able to see some type of anomaly in the water and be able to differentiate between what's trees, things like that, and what's going to be a solid, more, you know, car-shaped form on the sonar. So
It's 37 feet currently.
Eric, I wouldn't get too close to that because I can see where it comes up, but you can come this way now if you want to.
Okay.
33 feet right here. So this pipe that you're talking about, this black pipe, it ends less than 2 foot out into the water. That's what I stepped in. I stepped in the actual rock dust, so there was no bottom to it, and I stopped just right at boot height. Just enough to get my pant leg wet. Luckily, I got a thicker.
I thought this one was connected to that bigger one out there somewhere.
Well, that's what it looks like. It looks like in between those two barrels that pipe runs up in there. So that's what I thought.
With Jacob working the mines, that might just be something off that spoil pile where they pump the water off.
Yeah.
I think so.
Because because it looks like it has a little bit of a curve, but it doesn't. I mean, I don't see it going up on shore anywhere.
All right, I think we got this area.
Yeah.
Jacob.
Why get it out of the water?
Yeah,
Just leave
right.
it there.
What
You go
mine
all
was
the way
this?
around it.
Yeah.
Peabody?
I went all the way
Or
up. I didn't
Peabody
go
owns it?
along the far edge because there's no access.
Called
I got you.
Willow Lake or Cottage Grove. They kind of ran,
Okay.
weren't they together? Willow Lake was underground and Cottage was.
I think this is part of Cottage.
Okay.
I think.
I think it is. The sign down there says Cottage Grove.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there used to be another mine in the same spot years ago because there used to be a drag line that sat out here.
Okay.
But that was when I was going to that college in '98.
Well, and when we were here last time, Brad, you said this has been mined since the 50s.
I'd say the 50s,
All right, you gonna come get this?
off and on.
Are we good?
Yeah.
There is another really small, very small pond down there that Jacob and I had searched last year. And it was like a foot to 3 foot deep. We did a live stream on it.
Look at that, I
We
let it coast
thought
in.
we were gonna have to just get out and walk the boat across the water. So
Ah! Damn it, that's a sticker bush. I grabbed a hold of it like it was a daggum branch.
So they are pulling the little buddy out right now. Again, we watched everything that we could on the phone through the Bluetooth transmitter. Once we get this out, we do record everything on it, so that way we can go back and review it
Yep.
all.
All right, go. You good?
Yeah.
Is there any questions so far?
Mostly just saying hi to everyone.
Okay. Again, if you want to talk about how they can help on this next trip, while we get everything ready for
Bring it over here, please. No, I'm saying bring the little buddy right to the side of the truck where there's no glare.
we're going this way. Side of it or this way?
Probably on the side, so there's just no, that way you guys can see everything clearly.
While we're getting this
So
off.
while they're getting all of that stuff ready, you probably heard Jacob tell me what to tell you. So we do leave for our next trip. I believe Corey with Cooper's Amputee Lifestyle gets here April 21st, and then we leave out on the 22nd or 23rd. With that, we will be going to Indiana, Ohio, Pittsburgh, Michigan, Wisconsin, Minnesota, and Iowa. We are revisiting some cases, and then we're also taking on a few new cases as well. On that trip, we will have Corey, Cooper's Amputee Lifestyle, with us for, I think, 3 weeks. Is that right, Jacob?
So it's around that.
About three and a half weeks. We have Eric with Ride or Dive. He'll be joining us for a week or 8 days.
7 or 8 days.
And then when we pick up Eric, we will also be picking up Depths of History in Pittsburgh. So they will be with us. Eric is with us for about 8 days, but Britton's actually going to be with us for about another 3.5 weeks. After that, we do have on our Amazon wish list there's gift cards. A lot of them are for like restaurants, things like that. With Corey, Jacob, Eric, Britton, Colson, there's also the possibility that Doug may stop in and join us for a few days. And then myself, that's a lot of food. So we try to be responsible with that, but check out that Amazon wish list. There's also ChaosDivers.com. If you guys want to support through either merchandise or donations, those options are on there as well. Pretty sure this is
some
Iron Man.
people asked about how they find the Amazon wish list. It's just Chaos Divers. We already have gotten a few, we got several different gift cards for the restaurants.
Yes, thank you so much.
And also we got another dive computer from Mark. Thank you again, Mark. That's amazing. So that'll help out the team. Did we really sit there this long?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, there it is. Okay. All right, you can come over here and look at this. Let's show them at half. So We're gonna have this on. Did you stop? Yeah, you stopped there for a little bit, didn't you?
He slowed down so I could catch up.
Okay, let me see. If it's gonna work. I've got it on fast forward. It should go. Really? There we go. All right, can they see that good? Here, let's just do this. Mark Richardson, what's going on, buddy? Thank you so much. I seen that you're in the area of Chicago. Maybe when we're up there, we can meet up for dinner or something. That'd be awesome. All right, so what you're looking at here, you got a little clip here. Boop, just drops plumb off. That's why you see that black there.
That's the wind howling. And I thought there was like another game going on down there, and it's the wind howling. And I'm like, there's not a field down there.
I keep thinking somebody's driving by the way it's echoing in here.
It's windy today, but it is a lot warmer than it was last weekend.
Yeah, the temperature's literally double what it was last weekend.
Yeah.
Every bit of it.
All right, so right here is what we thought something could be. But if you actually look at it, you'll see the logs and the branches, stuff like that. So that's nothing. When we
And
turn back, you'll see it. Oh, go ahead.
To Brad's question about with the rock dust in there, what would you see? You guys can see it clearly on here that we still see plenty of contour on the bottom.
Yeah, and especially that rock dust being poured 1.5 to 2 foot off of just the shoreline there. It's fine.
So I know you guys were talking about that while I was driving, but this is the chance for everybody to see that.
I didn't really see any questions popping up. I don't get a chat right now for some reason. I didn't have it on live chat. My fault. You do have a brush pile here, but you can actually see the sticks. See the sticks coming up. Got a brush pile there. Sub depths of history. You got probably a log right there sticking up. We got a huge drop off cliff here. And that's where Eric came back out, and then it just dropped plumb off.
Yeah, I went from what, 10, 12 feet off the shoreline to about 30?
30, yeah, 36 right now. We got a pretty good clear image of it, of the bottom. So you have a lot of rock mounds. That may be in the past where they blasted or cut out, and then a travel road there. That's a rock. You can tell on that. So that line that you see on the side imaging, about right here, that's the pipe. Hello, Keegan. I love you, buddy. My son's on here. He actually got his own YouTube account. So if you want to say, what was it, Lil Chaos? Is that what we're going to call him?
It's just Keegan Grubbs.
No, I know, but. Do not see anything in here. And that's where we stopped. All right. So if you want to go ahead and run through some questions real quick, if you have any.
There aren't any.
Okay.
A lot of it was just,
saying hello.
yeah.
All right. Health-wise, other than Lindsay about to get ready to sneeze, we're doing all right. We're getting better.
Turning this off.
All right, buddy. Here, you want to go ahead and do this, and I'll go ahead and get that all cinched up.
Do I want to? Not really. I'll just show your head.
Don't show my head. All right.
So again, we are out here in the Harrisburg area searching for Joel Moore. Joel went missing on March 20th of 2010. So he's been missing for almost 14 years to the day. This is one of the cases that spurred Jacob getting involved in this aspect of, searching as far as, sonar, that kind of thing. So we've looked, Jacob has actually looked, I don't even know the amount of places that Jacob has looked for Joel
40 to 50
before,
places.
before I had even met him. Since I've known Jacob, we've looked in several places. We spent a majority of the last 2 years on the road. So not that Joel was forgotten by any means, but now that we're home, the weather's getting nice, we're gonna be home for another month and a half or so, we have the opportunity to continue searching for Joel. So.
He was in the back flexing.
Patriot defense, yes, Harrisburg.
Don't mind my children. So, again, this is personal for Jacob. He and Joel weren't necessarily like best friends, but they knew each other. And so many of the people that Jacob knew and loved Joel. So
Actually,
we want to...
She went to school with, she was in class with him, right?
I think he was a year or two younger than us.
Okay.
Yeah.
Between us and
Tiffany?
probably more like Tiffany's.
Because I know my art class, I was in a freshman and he was in my art class, so he was a senior.
You would have been a freshman the year after we graduated.
Yeah.
So, again, we're going to keep continuing to look for Joel until he's brought home. That's a promise that Jacob's made. That's a promise that we make to every family. And that's something that we uphold. We can't always get to every case all the time, but we do try to work it into our schedule as much as possible, especially, like I said, being home for the next month and a half, we have the opportunity to continue searching for Joel. Eric, I think we've got more places to search, hopefully today. If not today, then we're going to get to him throughout the week. Eric is off the remainder of this week. So since Jacob can't equalize his ears,
My left ear won't equalize.
yeah,
that.
he can't equalize his ears due to the sinus infection he has. I'm still really sick, plus I'm not dry suit certified yet. So to dive in this, if I have to, I will. I don't want to, but I will. I have dove in colder, so if I have to, I'll do it. But Eric is home. We do have him here as our diver. So again, we're going to continue to search for Joel.
I also want to say hi to Lexi too. I forgot to say hi to Lexi when I said hi to Keegan. So I love you, Lexi. Okay, go ahead.
Again, if you guys want to continue to help support anything like that, just liking, sharing, interacting with the videos, that is the biggest contribution that all of you guys can make. That helps us so much because it pushes us out into the algorithm. It is so, just doing that for us, we are incredibly grateful for that. If you are able to support in a different way, we have ChaosDivers.com. We have our Amazon wish list, as well as I think all of the links for everything should be in this video description, PayPal, Venmo, all of that stuff. So we are going to continue to search for Joel. We've got enough daylight.
Yeah, I think we can hit 2 or 3 other ponds from here. They're only
It is
10 minutes away.
3:50, so we've got about 2 more hours worth of daylight.
Wind. Sorry, guys.
So we're gonna keep searching.
If we do have service on our next spot, we'll go on live on Facebook. If you guys haven't checked out the Facebook, check it out, please. Other than that, guys, we're getting out of here.
So, Jacob, a couple people said they like your shirt. So, what is that shirt?
So this is our new boat company. In the next few weeks, we should be getting our boat. It's already wrapped in ChaosDivers. Now they're just putting the trolling motor on and all the electronics that we sent them and what they're going to include with the boat. They're just going to get it ready. We're going to pick it up, and it's a Sea Arc boat company. If you guys haven't checked them out, check them out at what, hashtag Sea Life? No, just Sea Arc?
Just Sea Arc. I think they're on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all under Sea Arc Boats. Not only are they providing us with a great product, but they just are a great company. So extremely, extremely thankful that we had the opportunity to team up with them. They wanna help us. They want to build us a boat, or they wanted to build us a boat that best suited our search and recovery needs, and I think that they have far exceeded that. So just waiting to pick it up.
26-foot boat with a 300 horsepower motor on it with a spot lock trolling motor. You can't get any better than that. It's amazing. That's going to keep our divers safe. That's going to allow me to stop right where they're diving, go over a little bit, and stay in one position without having to throw an anchor and have to worry about the anchor slipping. So that's awesome.
So for everybody asking about when we're going to be where and who's where. I'm sure there will be a point in time where they go over the schedule again. We're not going to go over all of that today.
Yeah,
But-
we haven't released our schedule yet. Probably the weekend or the week before we leave is usually when we do it. When we let you guys know where we're going to be, what cases we're going to be working. Again, we don't give out the dates that we're going to be there. One, they change. Two, out of respect and privacy for the family members of the people that we're searching for. So.
Also our safety.
Yeah, and our safety. So, but we will go over that. There will be a live stream dedicated to just the trip details, the cases, who's going to be with us, when, all of that stuff. So we'll do that usually within the week of before we leave. So, and then I'm sure we'll probably do live streams on the road because we'll have, like I said, Corey joining us and then Eric and Britton joining us. So we'll do a few live streams.
Keep diving. It's not where to stop. Love each and every one of you. We're getting out of here. We got 4 more other places to search. Thank you so much for your support.
Love you. Bye.
Yep, you.
Oh, embrace the chaos. And there's Jen.
And bye.
Got like Garrett to his.
Okay. Somebody became a member. Thank you so much, whoever that was.